fabulous lady who earlier said to me, I don't know what I could be called, and I just said, probably one of the busiest ladies I know. A doctor, a wife, a mother, and a musician consultant. Like, this woman can do it all. So I have the absolute pleasure and privilege to introduce her to the stage to give you the Amplify Your Message using the power of music. Please welcome to the stage, Amy! Woo!
Thank you so much. Now, how many of you here, hands up, if you would like to discover a new way to amplify your message? Yeah? I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit. How many of you, hands sky high, would like to know how to do this with little to no effort on your part? Yeah? So, over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how. There is one thing that I'd like to leave with you today. It's this. People don't remember what you say. People remember how you made them feel. And I'm going to show you how you can do just that today with the power of music. First of all, though, I'd like to say a big thank you to Kath and Paul, and the young gentleman at the back. Sorry, I don't know your name. Alex. Just want to say a big thank you for putting this together. Can we all agree that they're amazing, and just give them a big round of applause? And I want to say a big thank you to you as well for being here, for investing your time and energy and money to come invest in yourself. Give yourself a big round of applause. So while listening to me, simply put, a music whisperer. I'm gonna keep that. I've been a lifelong lover of music. I've been a lifelong singer. My first singing solo was at church when I was 6 years old. And I've always just loved music. But more importantly, I'm a huge advocate of using music and applying it throughout the different aspects of our lives, because I mean, it's such a tool that can bring such a big difference. And I'm going to show you just how to do that using music. Now, I only started to write professionally when I was during the pandemic in like 2021. Because remember when we all went back to our hobbies and the things that we loved? Well, for me, it was songwriting. But because of all of the depression and just the hopelessness that happened during the pandemic, I felt this call to actually start releasing music. And I started to write, got coaches sent to work on them to make sure my songs were good. And my first, second, and third songs actually made it to the top 5 in the Christian UK chart. So, in other words, me talking about songwriting is one of my passions, and I'm going to show you how you can apply that to your business and to your messaging today. Now, I'm going to start off with why. Why even talk about music? Music is something that can meet you wherever you are. Whether it's low or energetic, feeling good, and it can shift you. And that tool is important when you're trying to get in the right state for yourself before going into a sales call, or when you're trying to coach a client to get them into the right state to take action, right? So it's an invaluable tool that I feel we don't use enough. Now, how can we apply music? You can, which I'm sure we all do, using reels. We can apply maybe a particular cadence or a piece of music that you think fits the mood of your message and you can apply that and share them on social media. But I'm going to show you how you can even 10x that. You can have a songwriter like myself to use your words, your brand, your story, your expert message, put that to a song, customly made for you and your business. And to even 10x that, you can add clips of what you do, and even client testimonials and experiences that you put across. You can add that to the music. And that, my dear friends, can be essentially a business card. I'm speaking in a couple of weeks, and how I got that was literally saying, hi, this is what I do, watch this video. And it was me singing a song that started it all, and I'll go into that in a second. But that song uses the power of emotion and tells a story. And using it, that's social proof, because already they see clearly what you do, and you've already involved their emotions. Remember how you make them feel? Now, how, in what ways can music help to 10x your messaging or bring in more income? I'm going to show you by 3 key ways. Number 1, it amplifies your message. So people can watch this reel or video that you send to them in an email, or when they run across you on social media or see a promo. Straight away, because your story, your expert message is in there and has been designedly, expertly crafted, they're able to connect to you, and automatically they know they want to work with you, right? They know, wow, look at all of the results. I want this, I want more of this. So you amplify what you're trying to send across to people. And number 2, it achieves. It helps people to achieve the right state. Remember ESR? How many minutes do I have left, by the way? I didn't look at the time when I started.
Just over 8 minutes.
So ESR, before we came up, actually even here today, before we came up, what do? Speakers get in
State.
Only them? Come on. Speakers get in
State.
I'll tell you a really good example of how music does this. Have you guys ever watched Tony Robbins, any of his events? So I actually watched this event for the first time this year. And I remember thinking to myself, what in the world is going on here? Like seeing people on Zoom and they're dancing, and he's like, I see you, Rachel, I see you. And I'm like, what is going on? This is crazy. And then he goes, you ever seen that?
Yeah.
But essentially, I eventually figured out what he was trying to do. It's very clever. He talks about states and getting in states, and he says one of the quickest ways to get in states is to use your body. So change something you're doing. By changing your body, you can affect your emotions and shift your emotions. So I mean, think about it. If you got into a meeting like that, you'll be very quickly convinced to move your body and join everyone dancing, even though you're thinking this is probably crazy, but you're doing it, right? And then in this high energy environment, he's teaching and coaching and teaching all these strategies. And because they're all high energy, yes, we can do this. Essentially, they're thinking to themselves, let's go, let's go do this. What does that do? That helps them act, right? That's number 2. You achieve, as a coach, you achieve the right state. Your clients achieve the right state very quickly. Is in music. Number 3, you act. Because now you've achieved the right state, you act. And what does that do for your business? More testimonials, more income. Come on, people. No brainer. Music is just amazing. Now, quickly, I'm going to tell you how it all started. You would have known, or I wouldn't have known 5, 10, 15 years ago that I will be doing this in addition to being a pediatrician. I'll be coaching, I'll be releasing music, working with amazing artists, coaching, podcasting. It's just been amazing. you know, when someone is trying to message you back, because I had just sent a text to my husband asking him, how did it go? What's the news? See, because this time had been a trying time in our lives. My husband and I are both doctors, and he is a GP. And at this time, he was still training to become a consultant. I'm still in training to be a pediatric consultant, but he's finished now. So 2021, he was in the middle of writing his exams. Now, I don't know if you know any doctors, but we're always studying and we're always writing exams. It's endless. But we have to do it in addition to all the other things we do. We're still working full time, we still have kids. So he will come back from work, give us a hug, have a dinner, and just disappear to study. And it felt like I hadn't seen my husband for months. I was waiting to have him back, you know. And these exams are £1,000, like literally. It's expensive, and you need to put in the time and find the time you don't have. I mean, it felt like we hadn't gone on a date night in a while, you know. But I was supportive. One of the perks of marrying a doctor is they've gone through that, so you know they understand. So he had written the exam, and I was like, how far? Have you had the results? And the message that I was afraid came through. I failed by 1 mark. Can you imagine failing by 1 mark? And even though he'd gone through that with me, because I failed my finals as a medical student and had to redo it. And he actually went through that with me and said, hey, it's fine, this is okay. This is not a reflection on who you are and what you can do. I had to be that for him now and say, do you know what? This is not unheard of actually. And it's amazing that we have to keep going with all that we're doing and still study for exams. So a couple of days later, I sat with him and just checked in and said, where are you at? You know, because the journey that I had been on was one that made me understand the power of failure and to know that it's part of life and it's part of learning, and you just had to pick yourself up and keep going. So I sat down with him and said, where are you at? You're gonna have to just find the strength to keep going. And he was like, yeah, this is how I feel, and I feel like I failed even though I tried my very best, but somehow I'm gonna have to find the strength to keep going. And I actually wrote a song around this for him. And he went on again to start studying, paid £1,000 again, and a couple months later he passed. But this song went on to start my career as an artist, essentially, because it's such a relatable topic and it's something that everyone can relate to. So I've essentially sang the song in my kids' school after giving a little bit of a talk around perseverance and failure. I've sang the song in prison. I did a video, a really good video, and painted a story of sitting a law exam, failing and resitting and passing, or me struggling with my weight in the video. So you can actually see the struggle and success. It's an amazing video, and everyone that watches it connects. So when I talk about projects and I want to collaborate with people, that's what I use. They can automatically see the professionalism, the songwriting, the power, they see all of that. And you can use that as well. You can use that in your music, in your messaging, in your business, in your coaching, any events that you do. You can use that as well. Are you with me? Can I get a yes? If
Yeah.
you,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still with me.
Let's see you sing.
Yes. I will. Does anyone want to hear the song?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sing the song, and I'm just going to give a little bit of something that I've come up with especially for you today. Who wants to hear that? All right. Now, it's called Someday Soon. ready to jiggle and have fun. Yesterday I fell again, despite giving my best. Was overcome with disappointment, was this close to giving in. Yesterday I missed the mark, really tried not to feel like a failure. Found the strength to start again, realized he's got a plan. Oh, today hope fills my heart. I got another chance to win. Someday I know I'll make it, just gotta keep on moving. I've got all that I need deep down inside me. Someday I know I'll make it, I get back up and keep fighting. The greater one lives within. I know I'll make it someday soon. Someday soon. Tell myself to stay strong. There's a blessing here to learn. Sometimes we fail so we can't figure out how to win. Many success stories are full of failures that came before. So I'll let go of my past and keep pressing on home today. Hope fills my heart. I got another chance to win. And someday I know I'll make it, just gotta keep on moving. I've got all that I need deep down inside me. Someday I know I'll make it, I get back up and keep fighting.